Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Age of Wonders Planetfall. Fourth take, got the name right. That's called professionalism right there. Alright, we are probably actually going to finish off the Robin Booker nonsense today. It looks like Corvin is planning to come and steal Povington from us, and you know what, I'm fine with it, as long as he stays relatively friendly-ish. If we end up in an alliance with the Devar, it makes a lot of sense from a thematic perspective. I want to burn the world down, they want to burn the world down, we probably want to do different things with it after that point, but that's a bridge that we can burn when we get to it. It would be cool to have a friend. And then after we deal with all this stuff, of course, we have some refocusing to do. We are probably going to lose Nasindel this turn, and then obviously we're going to take it back again, because that's just how these things go. He's got enough troops here that, like, if he takes Nasindel and then doesn't run away immediately, we might actually be a little hard-pressed to reclaim it immediately. I'm not sure exactly what'll happen. Things will be so much easier once we don't have to worry about Robin Booker anymore. So I guess let's just fixate unhealthily on that for a minute. Also, she goes before he does in the turn order, so we'll just keep an eye over here. Actually, I guess we should watch down here, because Corvin is before either of them. I'm curious if Corvin is in fact going to take Povington. It kind of looks like he's going for this, like, outcropping, and there's not really any reason to do that if you can just take the other thing. And apparently the assembly guy has a lot of stuff to do on his turn. His turn's taking forever. I really do wish that they did like a Civ or Total War thing where it just kept an indicator of whose turn it currently was up here the whole time when it's not your turn, instead of this tiny little thing. A proposal from Corvin. Okay, I'm hoping that that's a request for some kind of long-term peace treaty or something. Robin's turn went by without her doing almost anything. Alright, well, we gotta fight this manually because we gotta do as much damage to them as possible. They do have 3 of those pain transfer shaman guys on this one, so I think we're gonna be hard pressed to get done any real damage. It's 3 of those, 3 engulfers, then on this side it's... Oh, they have 4 of those guys. Great. The AI plays the Kirkos so much more effectively than it does the other factions because of the fact that the Kirko have actual good low-tier units. There's a lot of other factions' low-tier units are not actually that good. You get over here and prepare to do a thing. I don't really know what to do. Like, we have so many problems related to the fact that we have no Overwatch. I guess you just get kind of central. You just get kind of central. You, surprise, also just get kind of central. Alright, we only have 30 energy. Okay, so the middle engulfer, one of these guys, and the truck don't have any swarm shielding. Any chance, or any pain transfer rather. Any chance we could shoot at the non? Nope. Okay, we're only going to fire turret shots at the guys with the shielding. Cool. Well, I think this is a pretty reasonable move here. Let's peel some cover, and then we do have shots at the truck. I mean, they're not great shots, but all we're really trying to do here is lower the total number of enemies, right? This is almost certainly scan turn. Do we want to scan the engulfer, or do we want to try to scan one of these? It would be super cool if we could kill these guys, but I guess that's very close to impossible, considering how long the battle's going to be. Like, we're not going to be able to drag the battle out long enough to do some damage through the pain shield to one of them, then endure all the heals, then get him down again. Your repeating cannons are very short range. I mean, they're awesome, but they're very short range. So you probably are just going somewhere and waiting. .5%, huh? Pretty rough. Alright, I'm gonna shield himself, and then maybe I do just go for it. Is this guy, does he have the transfer? He does. Does both of these two do? No, yeah, it's both of these two and one of the, well, both of these two and two of the engulfers, right? So yeah, it doesn't really help us to shoot at the only guy we can hit reasonably. I mean, I guess I just take these bad shots. If I go into Overwatch, all that's going to happen over here is I'm going to get, they're going to move one of the little dudes forward. I'm going to shoot him a bunch. It's not going to matter, and then the truck's going to come forward for free. I guess I could try Thorn Roots. There's a reasonable chance of sticking the Entangle, slowing down their damage. Okay, we got some good debuffs off there. I'm actually pretty happy with the way that turned out. And then you can move over to here and take 2 shots on that guy, 2 decent shots, and we're actually going to get him. So we can move you forward. Which is the one that doesn't have the pain transfer? They're all covered in glowy particle effects. It's the front one. Okay. So if we move him forward, and if we move him forward, he's going to die very, very quickly. Right, they're all going to air-to-air focus him. So the question is, do I think that he's important enough to protect, or should we just do this? I think I'm just going to do this. Drawing the enemies over to attack him is probably actually good for us. Like, he's the one that makes sense on. Now keep in mind, none of the damage we're dealing this turn is likely to stick. It's almost certainly all going to get healed off, but we have to do something. We have to make him spend the heals. Alright, I'm going to get a little over-aggressive here. And then we have the question of, like, do we do a Firestorm projectile over here to finish off the truck? And I mean, this deals a fair amount of damage. Obviously not to the people we want to deal it to. But those guys, yeah, those guys are stuck in their positions. So they're going to just be standing in the fire for a while, hopefully transferring even more damage back. And any amount of heals that we can redirect to these guys... Okay, I don't care about don't care about his effigy. Any damage that we can deal to these guys and causing them to cast heals on themselves rather than on the frontliners is probably worth it. Boy, the way they made their targeting decisions there made it very clear that they already knew how many hits they were going to need, like how many hits they were going to get on that flyer. They knew that they would not need these two guys. Okay. So now, what we need to do... First of all, probably the smartest thing to do is go throw a Manipulate Mend on that dude. He's a large enough threat to the back line that I think that makes a lot of sense. And then we got to figure out exactly how we want to deal with everybody else. So his Mighty Roar does require him to get all the way up on them. I mean, I think what we're doing here is, yeah, like running to here and just directly engaging these guys. I know they have Swarm Shield and whatever, but like, we have to kill them. We have to get damage in somehow. Can I cannot shoot that in a way that's going to be able to blind them, huh? I wish I had a better sense of which ones were providing swarm shielding to which enemies, or pain transfer to which enemies. Okay, so that's that guy back there. Just keep stacking it up on him, I guess. We don't really have a lot of other options, right? Okay, we're getting somewhere. They spent a lot of their heals already. I think I might go for... Does it make sense to do a Firestorm or a Laser Strike? Because the burn would be pretty cool. I'm going to do it like this. Just trying to remove some action points from them so that we can have some chance of the Tyrannosaur living. Like, it's probably the case that all 5 of these units are going to do all of their attacks here, which means he does not live, but we have to at least create the situation where they could screw this up. Okay, apparently they had not used all of their heals. I don't know, man. I don't know if I think that's real. That seems wrong. I do appreciate them moving this guy forward into our firing range. Laser turrets are going to continue to make bad decisions because they hate it when we win. Well, you guys just have infinite defense, huh? You have 7 points of damage reduction. But we don't have a play that isn't get through them. Yeah. That sucks. We have no ability to move them away from each other or anything, so... Okay, 1 down. And then your play is definitely like run forward and put someone to sleep. That damage is not going to be meaningful. But if we could get one of those guys out of there, that prolongs our attack. They're going to be able to move again now. Which obviously is not ideal for us. Wow. What an extremely high crit percentage they have. We did get to kill one of the pain transfer dudes, though, and that's worth a lot. Laser's focusing hard on the wrong target. And you are catatonic for 2 turns. That's pretty cool. Man, do we just focus on this guy? Feels pretty bad, but guy he's transferring, the guy that his pain gets transferred to only has 13 health left. And I know I'm going to eat 2 Overwatches, but I'm going to eat 2 Overwatches no matter how we do this, because I don't have any people left to break the Overwatches. Okay, that was a hell of a camera move. The thing you were supposed to focus on was over there. I guess you just run backwards at full speed? There's like literally no point in doing anything else. Alright, we got some decent kills here. Just really solid camera moves. Only focusing on the most important things. Again with the crits. They are at 100% crit. I might be able to kill that guy. I think we can kill that guy. Oh no, I'm catatonic for another turn, right? Boy, what did they do that has the ability to make a unit catatonic for 2 whole turns? That's incredibly powerful. Oh, interesting. Why did he do that? I mean, he's trying to not die, I guess, but that feels pretty wrong to me. Ooh, should we take this instead? I mean, that's only a kill if we get all 3 of the hits. No, we should move up and make this better and try to get this. It's too likely that I don't get the job done. If I go for him, we want dead units. So we've left them with 2 of their guys. Yeah, okay, we've really done a lot of damage here. At a cost of no actual units. This is a good outcome. We did spend 60 energy. So they don't even have a full stack left. Which is going to make... Oh, but of course they do have 100 units incoming. Although, in traditional AI fashion, all low-tier units. Low-tier, pretty weak units. Okay, Corvin. That's not the proposal from Corvin. There we go. No. I mean, absolutely not, obviously. I have 600 notifications here. Let's just get through them one by one. That doesn't matter. The spacers would like some Cosmite, sure. Paragons, I'm not accepting quests at this time. Monitoring stations, whatever. Robin Booker would like me to stop murdering her. My citizens are desperate for relief from the terrors of war. Well, maybe don't start a war then. Is this you? Okay. I'm displeased about our relationship. That is not an explicit threat of war. That's maybe one of the most pleasant interactions we've ever had with the AI. Alright, let's put this together. So, you move to here. You lot apparently can't quite make it over there. Those guys will merge up next turn and then be on the march. I guess you're just doing the same thing. Meet up over here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do around Nascendel, but, oh, I guess he's attackable. That was maybe not ideal. Oh well, whatever. Let's finish this thing. And by finish this thing, of course I mean move much more slowly than the AI, given the same number of movement points and the same terrain, and maybe be able to finish it next turn. Corvin will probably just take Poventon, which is fine by me. Odin is maybe producing units again? Probably, right? We probably are going to end up needing more units. We also need to have some operation stuff left. So maybe we just build energy here. We don't need this. We have a lot of happiness here already. Sure, just do that for the moment. And then okay, re-dismiss all the dismiss stuff. If they move these guys up to attack here, that's actually pretty not good for me. We'll see if... Yeah, this is bad. I did a bad. I should have moved the hero army a little bit further instead of having the Pteranodon come all the way down. I should have merged everything up properly. We may see some blowback on that one. I guess Corvin's doing stuff. He took Poventon, which is, yeah, exactly what we expected to happen. She's going to go retake Quentin because it takes 100 years for anything to actually change hands. Okay, an impossible battle because you have 2 heroes and everything. Man, if we hit auto combat, I bet we're not going to kill anything. But these are some pretty tedious combats to have to like manually do over and over again. We really do have to maximize our damage here, though. Yeah, alright. And we know the auto-resolver underperforms us considerably. Pretty reliably underperforms us considerably. But it sucks to have to do stuff ourselves all the time because it's the same fucking battle over and over again, and it's not all that fun. Like, the actual tactical combat is definitely the best part of this game. But it's not good enough for this to be entertaining every time we have to do it. Alright, so what are we looking to clip? Obviously, it'd be cool to get the ping transfer guys out of the army if we could. Looks like this army is largely snipers, which actually bodes pretty poorly for us. Huntresses against snipers is a bad combination. Some of the good news here is that these guys do not have a lot of... there's not actually that many Kirko in this army, so we're not seeing a ton of Swarm Shield. Why on earth would you... See, this doesn't make any sense to me. If you're in range to shoot at the thing, why not shoot at it on your turn? What is the benefit of going into Overwatch and doing it that way? I'm gonna throw my shield on these guys, because I think there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to want to run them forward to finish the job on this unit. It's like if we run them to here, I can get a good shot off, and then I'm definitely drawing enemy fire. On this side, we probably just still wait. You know what I should have done? I should have probably scanned here pretty early, because there are a lot of these guys. We should have done that scan earlier. Alright, and then... wait again? If I move to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't quite have range to drop a blinding arrow in front of them. I think we're gonna just kill this guy. It feels pretty bad to me to leave him alive. I hate the fact that we don't have a one-cost damage spell. Like, we could do this by dropping it here, and at least make it difficult for them to take advantage of this cover. Just put a bunch of fire on the ground. Because I suspect we're going to see some of these guys moving this way now that we've exposed a Huntress. They have no fear of running into the fire. Wow, like really, no fear of running into the fire. Okay, that seems like a terrible play for that guy. You guys remember that you're snipers, right? This is bizarre. I don't understand why they're moving so many units up into the fire. Alright, show me some good work from these turrets. Yeah, that's not bad. That's incredible. I know that he's got a blur effect on him, but Miss Gray's graze at actually point-blank range is absurd. Alright, well... who else can we clean up before this ends? %, huh? I guess I wasn't giving this ability enough credit. It just makes you completely invulnerable. It's pretty strong. We can finish off the truck pretty easily. And I think at this point that's kind of what it has to be, right? It's just like what can we kill? We don't have time to kill the right things. We just need to kill the any things. So we are... we're unlikely to be able to do a lot of damage to things that matter very much. We could get some pretty good damage on this truck, but we probably wouldn't be able to finish it off. Considering all we have left is a Biomancer. You guys are close enough that you could help over here a little bit. Yeah, if I went left, because I'm low on action points, if I went left, all I could do is take one shot, so we may as well take 2 bad shots instead of 1 bad shot. We're a little bit less vulnerable to nonsense with this unit, but everybody else has an easier time hitting this guy, right? Yeah, so if we're gonna stack up damage on one of these dudes up here, it should be this one. Maybe we can get a good enough set of shots off here to make this work. I'm gonna give you the shielding. Trying to waste as much enemy time as possible here. And then there's no overwatch on us, right? So I think if I move this unit back, that should clear line of sight. Yeah, that gives us a little bit better shot. Okay, nice. We were able to peel one. Okay, can we get a kill over here? Move down here and at least have some cover. You have pain transfer? Come on, give me the tooltip. You are not pain transferred. It's this guy who is pain transferred, yeah. I mean, obviously the best thing would be if we could kill you. We should at least try. I could fire a blinding arrow over here and try to keep this front alive a little bit longer. Try to give the turrets time to do their thing. Maybe that's... Yeah, maybe that's a smart move. Because I don't think we're going to be able to pick up anything this turn. We got a couple of blinds off there. But I really, really want to do everything in my power to kill this guy. So if I move, I only get one shot. I can move to here and still have red chance to hit. That's pretty crummy. Okay, I mean, not a big surprise. I did actually do a little bit of damage to him because one of those shots missed and hit the guy he's absorbing pain on. So I guess I'll take that. Alright, they're not going to be able to heal everybody fast enough. So my hope here is that we can keep this pair of units alive long enough to maybe kill both of these guys if I'm feeling ambitious. I don't think we'll get either of the heroes, but... Okay, that's pretty good for us. They're focusing more on the units up there. He heals the sniper, not himself. Also good for us. Okay, they weren't actually able to deal all that much damage. The towers, unfortunately, are going to shoot at the wrong enemies. And not even, like, in a way that convinces me that they were trying to hit. Man. Okay, I can move once out to here and have a clean shot on you, but I can't do any damage. That's just tough, man. Alright, we do have Firestorm again. I think I'm just gonna Firestorm at this point. We know we want to get rid of that guy badly enough. And then that takes off your transfer, right? This was the guy? Yeah. So now we can take normal shots at him. I really do want to get rid of the sniper, though, and the chances of this working are super low, but like the best case scenario for me shooting this guy is that I do enough damage to him that he maybe takes 2 turns to heal it off after the battle. The expected value of that action is low, but the maximum value of that action was way higher than the maximum value of the other action. And then I'm going to stay put and just shoot at this guy. Again, we're looking at like a bunch of actions that have very low maximum value here, but if I roll crit on this, we might just kill him. Did not roll the crit. And in fact, dramatically underperformed. Oh well. We got the transfer pain guys out. That's not too bad. We killed a truck on this side. It's not impossible that we could still clean up that sniper. We have to get a little bit lucky, but... some of that luck is in the turret. Please, please, please choose the correct target. Okay, well... I mean, I can't be surprised. Okay, so we have that. It doesn't make sense for me to bother shooting at anybody else. I think we just take this guy. If I move back... I still have him, but at a lower percentage. Yeah, just take him. Oh, hey, look, we rolled a crit. In a situation where it doesn't matter at all. Okay, so then we have you. Yeah, we actually can finish the job on this guy. Well, we definitely should then. I guess it's slightly better to do it this way, because the, who knows, some of them might walk into the fire and take a little bit of bonus damage. But honestly, considering the size of the enemy force that we were up against there, that many kills is a pretty good performance. So what we got? 6, 7, 8? No, 6. What am I? I definitely double counted one of those groups. We got 6 units out. That's not too bad. Their overall force is actually pretty weak there. So Nascendel is heavily guarded. I think we're going to go this way and try to retake Consoil first. The Spacers would like me to do a thing. I can't right now. I'm very busy. A proposal from Ava. Yes, fine with that, I think. I am now trustworthy. I was not trustworthy before, but that did it. Okay. finished my research. We're getting there. Harbinger unlocked. Sure do want to be a Harbinger. We also finished Pyrex Inception, which is a good thing for us. So now that we have fumigation protocols, floods a non-Promethean enemy colony with Pyrex gas. On failure, simply applies civil unrest. But we could really blow up the income of enemy stuff. Having all of the enemy units always have choking is pretty wild. Like, that's a very powerful thing. And then we, I think, just have to beeline to planetary purification from there, right? Alright. So how are we going to... We probably don't... Okay, no, the Pteranodon does have the movement. So how are we going to combine here? We're probably going to leave out the really injured Sentinel. Nope, that's not what I told you to do. I told you to merge onto this army. Only 6 units allowed per army. I sure did not count that correctly. Is it the Huntress or the Helicopter that goes out? Actually, it might be the Bombardon. I wasn't really looking at this, but the Bombardon has way less movement than everybody else. It shouldn't be a problem, though. The Bombardon can make it, and he's powerful. So... might be the Helicopter. You step out into here... You guys merge up, and then we make our move. Of course, they get the use of my turrets and garrison, despite the fact that my turrets and garrison do not actually fight for them. So their network link is not a real unit. The Psycho's not a big deal. The troopers are not big deals. The truck is... They really don't have much left here, except for their heroes. They do have their heroes. We should probably make sure that we are continuing to talk to Corvin. His opinion of me is still negative somehow, despite the fact that I am constantly complimenting him. I feel like I should not get a trade offer was declined penalty for declining a trade offer that is insanely poor value. Like, it's crummy that the AI is able to generate additional negative feeling by offering you 2 pennies for $1. Like, the game is very, very much designed to make sure that it's a huge pain in your ass to ever be friendly with anyone. Alright, that's a good sign. Yeah, let this pave a way to a brighter future, and how about this? How about some open borders? What if we did... mutual open borders? Or like, I want them to feel safe running through my territory to fight the people that we are mutually at war with. We could just send this as a gift. Hold on, can I specify open borders for a different duration than 10 turns? No, it's 10 turns or always. Well, I'm gonna send him this gift. Let's see how much value we got out of that. 7 points. Okay, so it's not like a hugely valuable gift, but it was enough that he's moved by it. Alright, hopefully we can pursue that into a closer relationship. Also, he is still at war with the Kirko, right? Yep, he is still at war with everybody who's not me. Alright, let's make this thing happen. It is finally time. I feel like I've been chasing your ass around forever. And that is her, right? Yes, that is her. There's no escape, Robin. It's over. Again, we should probably manually resolve this, because I really need these armies to be as strong as possible. We gotta show back up at home in really good shape. Basically, the damage we take here is probably irrelevant, because it's going to take a while for us to run to the place we need to be. We'll have time to heal, but I need to not lose units. So let's start with the missile launcher, of course. As always, our traditional opening gambit. How much do I have to move up? I have to move up 2 spaces, it looks like. I could even... I'm going to move 1 closer just that I get... Alright, gotta do this. Just that I get the minimum long-range penalty. And I definitely want to shoot it here. Alright, so that'll wake them up. They're going to come and get us any moment now. And we just get ready. Even if we're not getting to actually hit stuff with our Overwatches, I just feel so much better when I'm playing an army that has Overwatch. Or an army that has Overwatch. I guess we scan the bike. It doesn't matter too much. It's just you don't have anything else to do this turn. It almost certainly does not matter. Alright, and then this probably looks pretty familiar. We've used this strategy before. Let's gather up a little bit here. Yes, you want to get all the way around. It's very important that the Lancers get near combat. We could be playing a little bit more of a Lancer heavy force ourselves. My experience, though, has been that when you have units that don't that punch instead of shoot, they have a tendency to die. And there's a reason that in the real world, we stopped using swords. Okay, Robin has some kind of goofy little jetpack maneuver. We do not have any tactical operation points, but what we do have is lots of guns. Not so much in the way of explosives, unfortunately. And they carefully kept their bike out of harm's way this time, which is a frustrating way for them to play the game. Frustrating because of effectiveness, to be fair. Let's step you forward. You are burning, but that should not affect your ability to murder this guy. Pretty good, actually. Actually, all hits. And then we probably just get a finisher here. You could throw a quick heal off. Alright. So we're rid of you. The question is, do we want to move up and, like... Do we want to move up and endure turret fire? What's the range on her mind thing? Okay, so it's far enough that she can engage with us from the range we're currently standing at, which is pretty non-ideal, considering how bad this range is for us. We could fall back, but we can't fall back so much that she won't be able to shoot at him, so... Let's have you move up to here, you move to there, you move to here. Setting up the war cry real quick. I guess I could have war cried this guy. It probably will not end up mattering, but I could have. And then we definitely need to separate again. It's not a good idea for us to all stand so close together. We should try to get a good sleep off. I'm not really sure what that means, like where the good sleep comes from. So we probably can't sleep... Well, maybe we could sleep her. Range on its 5 tiles? If we run up into a covered position where I'm going to get hit by turret fire, but I'm at least in cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd have to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, here works. That's actually only in range of one of the turrets, right? Yeah, that's not so bad. And the loss of the Biomancer would definitely be the least bad loss. But the question is if I think this is actually going to work on her. So it's tagged as a... She has mind control immunity, fair enough. It's tagged as a biological sleep, which she does not have any particular defenses against. It would be really cool. 22%. Does it do anything on fail? Applies a slow, which doesn't matter because she's a gun unit in the place she already wants to be in. Okay, not a big surprise, but I think it was worth the attempt. So I'm already going to... we're already giving this guy some shots on our units. I may as well at this point just close up and try some stuff. And better than a coin flip chance to hit. And we got the choking off. Nice. The odds in that were not high. So we don't want to take... Oh no, the middle center position is okay. I could run up to there. They don't have a lot of grenades or anything left. I guess this guy has his grenade, but she just fired her rocket launcher. So there's not really a reason not to group up, and this puts this unit in a place where we can actually do stuff next turn. Probably don't need to purify... we could purify the burning, but I don't think it's necessary. Alright, sorry buddy, you're kinda a decoy. I know I said I don't want to lose units, and I don't, but if we did lose a unit, it wouldn't be so bad to lose him. That's wild. She just used her rocket launcher. Did she have a second one that I missed somehow? What the hell was that? Yeah, this has the same cooldown as mine. So didn't she? Maybe I'm misremembering. I thought she jetpack jumped and shot her rocket launcher last turn, but I guess not. Okay, this only has a range of 5, so it's gonna be pretty hard to get the bike. That is definitely what I want to get, though, and it's pretty likely to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This tile totally does let me try for the bike. I'm gonna go for it. It's been such a good strategy for us in the past. 99% chance to succeed. All right, so now they have the option of. She has effectively killed that and wasted a bunch of their turns with, or wasted a couple of their turns with her turn, or they could not bother with it and simply allow us to do a bunch of bonus damage. Either one of those things is fine by me. Okay, so we have a pretty easy cleanup on that guy, but we do have to actually finish him. We have way more people who can do this. I'm pretty bummed out about the fact that that took that many attacks. We really needed that to be a single unit worth of stuff. You're missing some combat effectiveness. It probably makes sense to just have you finish him off. And then I might just do a heal with you, maybe. Also, I'm going to be honest with you, I really do wish that I had tactical operation points at this point. He's got his nanite injectors up, he's also poisoned. I'm pretty sure I did not move into... Oh no, I did move into range of this thing. Okay, well he's dead. That's a shame. Who needs shielding? I'm gonna give it to her rather than Phoebe. Phoebe's tough. Am I blinded? Is that what's happening here? I am in fact blinded. Still, yeah, reasonably good chance that'll work. And then you can't kill this guy on your own, which is a real shame. How hard do you hit? Reasonably hard. Hard enough. Like, we probably do have to kill this guy. Maybe that's what we do with this hero's turn. We just get over here and finish the job. Okay. Pretty small number of enemies remaining. Well, their turret only hit 2 of its attacks. Okay, thank God. That's exactly the result I wanted to see. And now the question is, do we throw these 2 out, or do we just run? Oh, that guy has melee overwatch. So, no question. I have to attack. Because I die if I try the other thing. And then... Focused laser array knocks back light units, and any infantry unit is a light unit, right? Yeah. So what we want to do here, I think, is move the bike to here, and then... Does this also do the knockback? It doesn't. It's more damage, but no knockback. I want to do this, push you out of cover. I wish there were more units that had those pushback abilities. Okay, so that's over with. Really? I didn't even double check to make sure it would be enough damage, because how could it not be enough damage? But apparently it wasn't. Alright, and that's the last real unit, right? Does this guy count? Apparently that guy counts, even though he is not an actual unit. Well... 23 health? That's a shame. That's a little bit higher than I was hoping. Alright, turns out we have enough offensive mods that we get there. Alright, I forgot to use all of my archer heals. My tiny archer heals. Robin Booker is defeated. We are finally free to do other stuff, and we are definitely holding off for the moment, because you guys have to save up so you can ride Tyrannosaurs. Next turn, you all get levels. Alright, so none of the teleporters in this area are helpful to us. We need to just run, right? Infernal Launcher is good, I like that. A tactical AED assistant... Oh, brings something back to life, and then that jetpack. Yeah, definitely move those to the arsenal. I don't know exactly how we're going to re-equip yet, but those are useful items. So, are we going for this? Are we going for this turn, is the question. Like, their heroes are definitely dangerous-ish. And we don't have any ops. Probably that's the thing that makes me not want to go for it the most, is that we currently do not have any operation points. So maybe what we do here is just hang out. Hang out near the city, but not in the city. We could go and reclaim the dance hall. Then we at least have some friendly territory where I have a militia. It's connected to Velun. Which, yeah, okay, so it would just become Velun's then. Can you make it back over there? You can. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll go around over here for right now. And that actually... Okay, that did not save Granite Peaks. Granite Peaks would just become a disconnected thing for them. But yeah, that gives me a safe-ish place to crouch. Alright, and then over here we have probably a lot of basic infrastructure stuff that we have to build up, because the AI does not manage its town super well in our experience so far. Quentin doesn't have any happiness buildings. Let's fix that. We have finished the Phoenix Dawn protocols. So in 2 turns, we'll be able to resurrect that hero who died, and also any further heroes who died. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but it could happen. Where are we at on... we are nowhere with the Paragons. We are a million favor away from being set up with them. Maybe what we should do is spend some more influence on Corvin. I would love it if we could get to, like, a defensive pact. And then push toward alliance as we go to finish the game. Oh, I already talked to him this turn. Okay, yeah, let's see what they do. It's possible that they'll make a move on Hodin with these guys. I'm not sure if that would change anything for me. Yeah, we would probably just take back Console. Yeah, we'll just continue on the reclaim tour. This is the best that the AI can do. If they have a massively overwhelming force and also all of my armies are busy elsewhere, they can maybe temporarily take a thing or two. A proposal. Probably he's trying to buy that forward base that we set up. Apparently it's going to be a big pain, and maybe we should just give it to Corvin. Get another gift in there to increase our diplomatic standing. The guys in Consul didn't move, the guys in Nassendel didn't move. Okay. This is a terrible deal. I decline. How far down can we make it this turn? Okay, friendly roads. Let's make sure that these armies will stay together. You guys are a little tiny bit slower. Alright. So the question is, how much do we want to wait here? Because, like, obviously we could collapse in on them next turn and go in, like, we would have a massive, overwhelming force. That's pretty compelling. Oh, the Hopperhound nest is producing Hopperhounds. Another dumb thing to have to deal with. And if we take them out, we won't have any movement left, so we'll just be stuck here. I think we probably just let our whole army condense. Right, we have enough movement to participate there. Okay, so we'll be able to drive him off, provided that he doesn't show up with another force over here. We should be able to completely wipe his stuff out pretty quickly from here. We're going to keep trying to make friends with Corvin. We can't attempt to improve our diplomatic standing any further for 3 turns, I believe. Maybe we just give Groxa that thing for free? Just to calm him down, because he doesn't care for me. Dislikes veterans. Yeah, no matter what traits you choose, the AI will dislike them. We're just accumulating negative reputation because he keeps offering me terrible deals and I keep being too smart to take them. Yeah, maybe we just give it to him. What I do not need is him declaring war on me before we're done with the Kirko. Not that it would be, like, a danger, but it would be annoying. Here. You take this dumb thing that I don't need, that has no value to me. Did it really produce 75 approval? It's, if I'm being honest, a little bit less than I was hoping. But it has no value at all to me, and if anything, it might bring him into conflict with Corvin, which would be good for keeping him distracted. I think we're just going to pass the turn here. We have a bunch of energy, which is cool. We should probably use some of that to build units. I should probably not have all of these places on energy production. I mean, we are building in a lot of places. Like, it's just Mastipol that's not building stuff. Ooh, and we can build Devar stuff. Let's do that. Let's build a cool Devar thing. The Bulwark is a tier 2 skirmishing unit. Hold on, this place doesn't really have... I guess we don't have any options for improving our industry, but this place really does not have a lot of industry. Alright, well, let's have a look at the Bulwark design. This is a cool mech with autocannons. I like that. Let's put some neat mods in it. Does it have... It doesn't have lasers, which is a real shame. Maybe I want to build something that has more of a fire theme to it then. When looking at them on this menu, you do not get any tooltips. Alright, what about a Foreman? Foreman, also all kinetic. The Trenchers are also kinetic though, right? They have that spike gun? Yeah. Prospector is not even really a fighting unit? Okay, it can... Right, it can prospect. Sure, that makes sense. So I guess we don't get to build any fun fire units out of this Devar settlement. Well, that's disappointing. I mean, I guess we'll still make a bulwark. It just won't dovetail with our existing army's mechanics very well. Alright, so since you... I mean, we'll still give you a thermal targeting relay. We're doing enough fire damage that might be useful. Hazmat protection, probably not useful. Purification field... It's a free action. And then the absorption panels. Yeah, sure, why not? We're not exactly starving for Cosmite. I do wish we had access to more fire units, though. Well, we'll have to do some research if we want that to occur. Alright, so let's end the turn. Council will is mine again. Let's see if they want to fight us for it or if they just give up. And then we can take the teleporter through for Nassendel, or we can just run down along the road. Yeah, I guess a lot's going to depend on how they position their troops from here. Assembly guys fighting somebody. Probably Corvin, because Corvin is at war with him. I guess we should maybe be keeping an eye on that a little bit. Where are they even? It looks like Corvin's just going to take this settlement from him. Well, you remember that I gave that to you, though. Mostly we just need to keep an eye on these troops. It is turn 68, so we were able to win our last Doomsday game before turn 100, I believe. Obviously, we are not as science-focused this game. That's not going to happen again. Prussian, War, Paragon faction. Really? Okay, well, somebody baited the Paragon into war with us, despite the fact that we've done a bunch of stuff for them and never turned down a faction request. So be it. So, mounted laser repeater and a 32 damage laser burst, but it requires all of the actions. Alright, well, I guess I don't know that it makes a lot of sense for us to do very much here. Assault bike takes up like a flanking type position, and then you have your stuff. Okay, we do have tactical operations. I think we're slightly not favored here, but I don't think it doesn't have to be a big deal. All right, we can definitely screw with your cover. Has 15 health. That's a little bit of a shame. If it was slightly higher or slightly lower, we could firestorm projectile on his head and have this blow up. As it is, a grenade would still do a pretty good job, although if we get close enough to throw the grenade, obviously we're going to pay for it. I don't really care that much about the pug, so maybe the move is... Well, the pug doesn't have the ability to shoot, but maybe the move is have the pug run forward to absorb the overwatch. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. And then this is not a fortified obstacle, so I do not need to have the Demolisher ability. I'm going to just go for it, because I will do enough damage if I hit. Alright, this is like a coin flip. So... what is the best way to manage this now that I know that I don't get it for free? The Fanatics really aren't too dangerous. They're doing a good job of staying back away from the bike like a bunch of cowards. This only has 3 range, so I'd have to move to like... Ooh, there's not actually any forward cover anywhere that's near that. Move to here, and I'd be able to throw it to there, which doesn't do the job. I actually am going to have to drop a tactical operation on it to get rid of it this turn. I think it's worth it. Because not only is it damaged, but now that guy is outside of cover, and we can do stuff like this. And also, unfortunately, there's no cover anywhere. Yeah, I end up just standing out in the open. I guess it's not so bad. They really don't have that many enemies here. So let's see. I want to put the bike in a place where it's going to draw fire, and also in a position to potentially flank enemies without necessarily getting it blown up. So I'm trying to figure out how close is safe. Like, is this okay? Your thing has a 7-tile range, so it's gonna get me no matter where I move. I have good cover here, though. Okay, that's pretty good for us. And if they want to focus on that guy, that also is pretty okay for us. Alright, before you die, do you want to give out some buffs or something? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So we once again can pretty easily remove your cover. Maybe that's what you do? Shoot the cover. That means the infantry over here have... 20% improved combat sensors, 25% targeting jammers. Man, it's still actually a pretty bad shot. Well, I only get to do one shot no matter how I set this up, so maybe the play here is we can ignore these guys to some extent, and we just have our units focus in on this dude. This is going to hurt the bike a lot. We're not going to get the knockback. Oh, it doesn't matter. I do 19 damage either way, and this is slightly more likely to hit. Okay, from right here, for some reason, you have a better shot than you do from closer. Damn it. All I needed was a couple of hits that I could finish it off with the tactical operation. Okay, that'll do. And I actually don't want to lay down a bunch of extra fire over here. Okay. So this shouldn't be too hard from here. I mean, they still have their very annoying defense buffs and everything. I think I just shoot rather than trying to get cute with the grenades or anything. Between the two of them, they're going to do quite a bit of damage. And then the bike can probably get the finishing blow. No, it cannot. Well, I mean, we should just kill it. Actually, no, we probably don't have to. I do not need to spend the energy. They don't have the firepower enough to get the job done from here. So what I would really like is to move up to like here and throw a grenade right there. And then you... Yeah, they still have a lot of their stuff. You run to like here, shoot them from that side. Man, that is just not gonna hit. Well, no sense not taking the shot. Doesn't benefit us at all. Hey, maybe I shouldn't be taking cover directly next to the giant red barrels? So all of the stuff that's making them hard to hit is permanent? None of it has a duration? They don't actually have cover. Like this shot is not... Oh, this shot is disrupted by cover. But why are they getting a 45% in cover bonus against a guy who's 10 feet from them and also, like... This thing is not tall enough to provide cover. Especially not against the positions that we were actually in there. Man, maybe I'm going to have to use a tactical operation just because they can't be killed without one? I'm going to go ahead and laser strike. Let's at least try to get a burning debuff on them. They resisted the burn. Alright, stop animating at me. I would like to shoot, please. It's weird that I am not... Oh. No, of course, this guy is in that space, clearly. Clearly he is. Alright, well that was annoying. So how do we deal with that? How do you get out of a war with one of these factions? Looks like we don't have any option to interact with them at all. I guess I just have to wait for them to decide we're not at war anymore. Well, I mean, fine, I guess. It's not the end of the world. Alright, Hero Resurrection Protocol. Go ahead and prime that and then launch it on this colony. Alright, Maraka is back, and she's got a friend. She needs a second, though. Her legs are not what they used to be. Alright, we're going to have a big turn full of lots and lots of murder here. Probably not a good thing to start over an hour into the video. So I think this is where we're going to call it for today. We have wild marauders, we have Paragon forces, we have bug monster guys that have to get chased out of our cities. There's still actually kind of a lot left to do, but that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we presumably burn down the hive, and we'll see you then.